Hey guys! Welcome to another awesome game of Chaotic Commander. What was that? Did you just show your hand?
No, he showed his face.
My face.
Oh, is that
This
what
is my
that was?
hand.
Okay. Anyway, so today we have an awesome pod lined up. So I'm going to go ahead and start. So the rules for today's game is Oathbreaker Light. So you get an instant or sorcery in your command zone. Once you cast it, it's gone for good. And the other rule is Fire Cell. All spells cost 1 generic mana less to cast. And today I'm going to be playing my Ovika Enigma Goliath. Basically, it is mostly bulk, and anyways, and the other spell I'm going to have in my command zone is Flame of Anor. So the whole deck is casting instants and sorceries, getting a lot of little goblins with haste, creating a lot of blockers, a lot of swingers, and it's going to be a fun time. Next up, we have Brian.
Hello, I am Brian, the Unskilled Commander. I have a channel on YouTube. Please check it out, maybe subscribe. The reason I built the channel was twofold. One is to get better at deck building and playing Magic. So I play my decks against themselves, try to find their weaknesses. I also do comedy skits, semi-Magic themed, most of them. They're worth like a smile or a chuckle. And I have like deck text and some other stuff. And then the other hopeful idea is to get to a couple thousand subscribers so I can do charity streams for Extra Life a couple times a year. I am playing my Me the Immortal deck from Doctor Who. I built it off of what I had, but it seems, after playtesting it on my channel, it actually seems like it's pretty fun. It's basically about commander damage. There's not a ton of other creatures, so I'm kind of going to be worried about taking a lot of damage. And then the card from Oathbreaker. This is a one-time thing when you cast this, right?
Yes, that is correct. It goes away.
Good. I was worried for a second. Just a fog spell, Commerce of the Festivities, to try and have something if I'm about to die because I only have one creature out. Toss that out real quick.
Awesome, and that's an awesome goal to have. Charity streams is really, really wholesome.
Thank you.
And next up, we have Matt.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt. You can find me on Twitter at SouthernmostDM. I'm also a co-host on the newly released podcast Flavor Profiles with Matt and Nat. It's me and Giraffe and Nat talking about flavors in Magic, from mechanics to lore to spicy cards and all the things in between. You can find it where all your favorite podcasts are served up. Tonight I'm playing Miirym, the Sentinel Worm, which is usually a frightening deck. But good news, there are very few dragons in this. I think last count there are 6 total, including the commander. It is my Candlekeep library deck. So the whole thing is themed around Miirym the Dragon, who is the ghost silver dragon protecting the library. It's mostly inventor spells for interaction, so we'll see if any of those come in handy. It's fitting that the Oathbreaker Light card is library themed, at least in art. Candlekeep is a very large library, and you might take a wrong turn. So this instant allows me to have target opponent gain control of target creature.
Oh. That's
I didn't hear a end of turn thing in there. I just heard period.
Period.
Oh.
I cannot take it, but target opponent can. Hilarity shall ensue.
I am not excited. Anyways, next up we have...
So I have to hold my instant till after he plays his instant.
Homeward Path, anybody?
Alright, last but definitely not least, we have Corey.
Hey guys, it's Corey from the Urcast. As you can tell, I also do a podcast because I'm the one without a face cam. But today,
I failed miserably.
You did. You raised the bar too high, whereas I was trying to set it like.
Don't look at me!
Library. Today we'll be playing Inquisitor Greyfax, just making clues, and basically I'm just getting ready for the Karlov Manor set. We're just skipping Ixalan. We're going straight to clues and mystery and creatures. And in case Matt does not want to give me another person's creature, I'm packing Mortify as my extra card to destroy that sucker that doesn't come onto my board.
Awesome.
Corey, you speak of murder at Karlov Manor. That was last year. We're already 12 sets ahead.
Oh no! Oh no!
You've slept too long.
We've entered the real Fallout.
Okay. Alright, so we've already resolved mulligans. We've already determined who's going to go first. Does anyone have any pre-game actions? Just me?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start the game with a ley line of lightning on the battlefield.
Wow.
I'll say that's a real loaded question.
right, Corey, you get to go first.
Gee, thanks.
You're welcome.
I guess I'll draw for turn. And we will play an island and pass.
All right, I too will draw for turn. Okay. You know what? I too will play an island, and then I will tap that island for a sleight of hand.
You know what I've noticed?
What?
I feel like, is this the first game you've not gone first? Because I mentioned it on your last game, how you always went first.
What? No, I don't always go first. Actually, I've been on a streak though of not going last, which is nice. I will add one to my hand, and I will go ahead and pass the turn.
That goose
I will
knows that
play-
something's up on that art.
A ghost quarter and pass turn.
We'll play an island for turn. I will tap the island to play a soul ring for turn. I will tap the soul ring to play an emerald medallion for turn.
See,
Well, now.
and you were you started talking too soon, Corey. That's what
It's not
happened.
that, but it's not that Miirym deck.
it's-
Corey and I are here playing, fair and balanced Magic, and you two are just like going off crazy.
My fanciest thing in this deck is the land base. Everything else is just whatever. So you're like seeing all the fancy stuff, like, oh, there are medallions in it. Oh, that's a pretty land.
You don't understand
Draft
the mana
shaft.
fixing. The mana fixing it takes to go on an adventure.
Late fees at the library, you really don't want to accrue them. Now we'll pass the turn.
All right, go for a draw.
I'm immortal. I can outlive the late fees. The library will be rubble by the time I bother to pay them.
We'll still find you.
Yeah,
We always
Put
do.
down a second
do.
island, and I'll pass.
that giant owl from Avatar: The Last Airbender comes
I
up.
will untap and I will draw. I will,
Conan the librarian comes after you.
Don't
Oh.
just keep giving away all your secret lair ideas.
I will play a mountain, and then I will tap 2 for a frantic search. Draw 2, discard 2. Okay, that is unfortunate. I'll discard this and this, and then I will untap 2 of my lands, because that's all I have. Oh, and then I guess I will just tap blue for a personal tutor. Build sorcery, put it on top, and then while I do that, I will just go ahead and pass the turn.
That's helpful. I will play a mountain for turn, tapping both for Kedis Emberclaw Familiar. So 1/1, whenever a commander I control deals combat damage to a player, it deals that much damage to each other opponent. And I will pass.
I will put a Vandal Blast on top of my library. Why not?
Brian, I think you froze on at least my spell table.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yes, you are frozen.
All right. Let me see if I can fix it.
I mean, at least you look happy where you froze.
It's a really good,
It is a
Oh,
good
all of it
still.
froze.
like,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
someone screen capped that. That's a good one.
All right. Probably safest bet is I just leave and come back.
Oh, he's scooping, guys.
All right, let's see if I can get.
Sadness on the stack.
Is this where your editor earns her pay?
Yeah. Where she puts in the work. That and putting all the cards up, which is a huge pain in the butt.
Yeah, that's true.
I do appreciate the fact that it is a pain in the butt.
That's why I'm glad I only edit audio.
Yeah.
Audio is hard to edit too. It's hard to get that just rightness of it not sounding too robotic, but still sounding.
It is
Good.
unforgiving. And
Yeah.
there are a couple spots in our first episode that I know exactly where they are. And most people are like, it sounds great. And I'm like, you're not listening at like 1537.2.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It's hell. I lose sleep over it.
Yeah. I will say it doesn't get easier because I can tell ours is like better, but as I edit, I hate the sound of my own voice the whole time.
That's
That's
very
usually the
real.
worst.
Am I back? Is it working?
No.
We hear you, but we don't see you.
Yeah. Make sure your OBS virtual camera is still going. That might have just been the problem. Oh, he's gone. Well. And
Nope.
no.
Maybe.
No. Can you see yourself at least?
Yep.
Okay.
I can almost hear his deck being reshuffled as we speak.
I know, right? I might as well be cheating.
Just
apparently.
fix-
This is-
Fixing his hand
Ah.
real fast. Like, nope. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, da da da.
It is unfortunate.
Yeah.
What a nasty opening hand you had, Matt.
I know that was like the worst it's ever been.
That's all right. I think the first time I played this deck, I opened one of my medallions and then I drew the other medallion within 2 turns. So I had both of my medallions out really fast, which was the only way I was able to cast my commander.
I think the first hand had no lands, the second hand had 1 land, and the third hand was this, and I'm like,
Well, I mean, hey,
the rest of the hand is like crap though. I'm gonna go play a tap like next. Now that we're back.
Nice.
So-
All right. So
I apologize, guys. Apologize, chat.
you're good. You're good.
So now mana crypt into.
Yeah, just happened to.
How did these get on the top of my deck? These aren't even in the color identity. Don't worry about it.
Superior
I'm just gonna
protection.
play,
There's no white in that.
Lumbering Falls and
All right.
I don't know if it's the crappy camera or if my rig just can't handle trying to do that. I was wondering if it would be able to.
We'll go command tower.
sometimes OBS can just be finicky.
Yeah.
For all that I love it.
Or spell table could just be spell table not liking it for some reason.
And then 2 in the blue, I'm going to cast a Vanguard Suppressor. So it's a 3/2 flyer, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I draw a card. And then I'll pass.
Alright, I'll untap. I will draw my Vandal Blast. I will play another mountain. You know, I'll just tap 3 for a Living Lightning. 3/2, when it dies, return target instant or sorcery from my graveyard to my hand. And then I will pass the turn.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. Whoa, look at that top deck. No. It was
How did I get my win con? This is wild.
crazy. I'm going to tap 3 for Commander Sphere.
Get to tap 2 for that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Everything costs 1 less.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's important. Don't forget that.
well,
I-
it's still all I can do. So I will pass.
I'm not always going to be able to remind you because I'll forget too, so...
No, that's a good point.
Don't worry, we won't remind you.
I made sure to write it down in my little cast spell area.
Yeah, I did the same. Just right
Yeah, me
underneath
too.
my
I
lands.
still might miss it. I paid the full price for Kedis when I played it. I'm like, whatever.
You tap 2 green to play a of the library, which is a 1/1. I can tap to add 1 colorless pineapple or tap to draw a card, but only if I have exactly 7 cards.
Oh, interesting.
It's a librarian. Ah!
You also have the original library in there, right?
I believe I do. It's gone through a few reiterations lately, especially
Sure.
when all the new adventure cards came out in Wilds of Eldraine. So, I had to kind of clean out some of the collection, rebind a few books. So far, though, it looks like we're waiting on a couple interlibrary ones. I'll pass the turn.
All right, we'll go ahead and untap it. I'm gonna tap a blue to land cycle my Ash Barrens, and then I'll just pass while I go and search.
Good, I'll untap. I'll play an island. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna pay a red.
Define interest.
It's interesting. For a Burning Hands. And then I'm gonna pay another generic mana to deal a damage to Brian, but I'm gonna Burning Hands target your librarian. So it deals 2 damage, but if it's a green permanent, it deals 6 damage instead.
Oh, wow.
Overkill! Just a little
So
one.
here, just so if you don't mind, so I searched for a swamp, but I'm gonna put it into play because it was my land for the turn.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, no, no,
I don't want to be
I'll,
accused of cheating.
and then I'll swing a 3/2 at Matt. Why not?
I took 1 damage, right?
Yes, that's just one. And then I will pass the turn.
Alright.
First blood.
I will play a forest for turn.
Hi, Nat. Ugh.
Fine.
Matt!
4.
It's Nat in the chat.
Nat in the chat.
Oh,
Me the Immortal. So she is a 3/3. At the beginning of combat on my turn, put my choice of a +1/+1 first strike, vigilance, or menace counter on Me the Immortal. And the best part is counters remain on her regardless of where she moves, except for my hand or the library. So
Okay.
even if you put her back in the command zone or whatever, she keeps all the counters that are on here. We'll move to my combat step and give her a menace counter.
very nice.
And I will pass turn.
No attacks.
I mean, I only have my little 1/1. Meh.
Yeah, but if you don't punish John early, then
You know what
just
hap-
let the
yeah,
game
you know,
slip
I
through your
just-
fingers.
Yeah, it just gets worse.
Play a blast zone and it will come in with 1 charge counter because some parts of the library are a little, I don't know, iffy with some of the magic tomes. Just step lightly. Let's see. Let's have a little tap a forest to play an Edgewall Innkeeper. So a 1/1. Whenever I cast a creature spell that has an adventure, I may draw a card. And now we'll pass the turn.
Okay. Untap, draw. I'll play an Exotic Orchard as my land for turn.
Nice.
And then I suppose I will bring out my commander. Nicely reduced by 1. Thank you, John.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So 3/3 Vigilance. It gives all my other creatures +1/+0, and they also have Vigilance. And then for 1, I can tap it to tap down a creature opponent controls and investigate. John, I'm gonna swing at you. It's 4 in the air.
4. Oh wow.
Yeah, because it's getting. Oh, and it has Vigilance as well. So
All
from
right.
the Inquisitor.
Very cool. I'll take 4.
Okay, sure. And then because it deals combat damage, I get to draw a card, and I'll pass.
I'll untap. Iron me.
Fired you.
No.
I'll play a mountain as a land for turn. I'll tap blue and a mountain. First Spellseeker, and then I'll pay 1, and I will deal 1 damage to you, Corey.
No.
Yes, and then when Spellseeker ETBs,
We have a no on the stack. Does it resolve?
it does not resolve. It gets countered by a yes. So I will search for an instant of sorcery, mana value 2 or less, reveal it, and put it into my hand. And then, while I do that, I will pass the turn. Let's see.
I just realized that I played with Nat on Queen of Cardboard's channel, so that means I've done both sides of the podcast. I'm collecting them all, you know.
You know what? I'm gonna be the problem. I'm gonna find a Cyclonic Rift and add it to my hand.
Wow. Okay.
Vandal Blast, Cyclonic Rift. Just
Yeah.
it's just simple. No need to worry.
Yeah.
No need to worry.
Rockvale, Rockvale.
Anything John plays, just because.
Okay, Fire Sale. That sounds fun. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aki Battle Squad. When 1 or more modified creatures you control attack, untap that modified creature, and then after this combat phase, there's an additional combat phase. It triggers only once each turn. I'm going to go to my combat step. I'm going to give Miirym Immortal a Vigilance counter, so now she has Vigilance and Menace. I'm going to declare attackers. Miirym Immortal is going to go at Matt.
Smart choice.
So then, what's that?
Smart
3?
choice, because it's not you.
Well,
Yeah.
it's currently a 3.
Well, because
so
I have
in
this.
response to, well, you can't block. So in response to no blockers being declared, I'm going to tap 1 for green to play Inscription of Abundance.
Oh,
Using
boy.
put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature I control. So she is now a 5/5 with Menace and Vigilance, attacking you.
I think I'm going to take 5.
Okay, and then because my commander dealt damage, it's going to deal 5 damage to each other opponent. And then because she is a modified creature, I get to untap her and have another combat right now.
Oh, God.
So then I will do the same thing.
Who are you attacking?
Matt,
Oh.
Oh.
because it's the only one I can get through on, so it'll hit the rest of them too.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Is that
5.
only if it deals damage, or
Yeah.
only if
When
it
a
deals
commander
damage?
I control deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to
All
each
right,
other.
so I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna pay a red and a blue. I'm gonna cast Flames of Anor. I'm gonna deal 5 damage to your commander, and I'm gonna draw 2 cards. I control the wizard, so I get to do 2 modes.
Okay. In response to what step?
You are declaring an attack.
The first one or the second one?
The second one. The first one's fine.
Okay. All right.
Weirdly specific.
Yeah, so we'll take 5, but we won't take the other 5, and then I will get to draw 2 cards.
I don't know what the problem is. She's just an immortal. She's just hanging out.
Yeah,
I almost forgot. She keeps all of that. So yeah.
yeah, that is the problem.
I will pass the turn then.
Don't you play for charity? So why do you keep hurting us?
Because you're not kids. You're adults. You had your chance.
I mean, I'm childlike in some ways.
That's a fair point.
All right.
Don't you judge my childlike tendencies?
I'm still a little bitter about the librarian going away.
I'm sorry, but I just saved you 5 more commander damage, so...
True. But the thing is, the librarian was holding something back. I'm going to tap 6, thank the medallion, thank the fire sale, and play a bookworm is a 7/7 with trample. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life and draw a card. I can pay 2 and a green to put bookworm from my graveyard into the library, 3rd from the top.
Oh. Okay. That's fine. Can't do anything about that.
And then I'm going to play my land for turn, a Raging Ravine tapped and pass.
Okay.
Well,
Untap. What we got here? I'll do an Evolving Wilds as my land for turn. Yeah. Okay. So for 3 and a black, I'm going to cast a Prismaris Eliminator. When it enters the battlefield, I can choose one to either destroy target creature or creature's target player controls gets -2/-2 till end of turn. So Brian get -2/-2 till end of turn.
Okay.
On all your
Thanks,
creatures.
guys. Yep.
It was basically kill Kedis or kill Kedis.
That's fair.
it's a hard choice, you know.
yeah.
It had to be
But
done.
this way, let's dissuade some blocking, I guess. Yeah. I will swing at you, Brian, for 4 in the air with vigilance, and then on combat damage, it will draw me a card. And then I will go to my end step, tapping and sacking Evolving Wilds to search while I do so.
I will go ahead and untap and draw for turn. Interesting. I will play an island as my land for turn. I will just go ahead and I'll tap 6 and I'll get out Ovika, Enigma Goliath.
Yo.
So
Patriotic
6/6, 6/6, ward 3, pay 3 life, flyer, and whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I create that many goblins with haste equal to its mana value. And yeah, I'll leave all of my stuff up to sit and pass the turn.
But why?
Yeah, it's just, no big deal. I'm just trying to.
I hope I don't have to raid the nuclear bunker underneath Candlekeep.
So you guys know 2 of the 3 cards in my hand. So keep in mind. You guys know I have Cyclonic Rift and a Vandal Blast. Just.
But how? How do I know this?
Okay.
I would like to tap my playmat to counter.
Oh, that passed. Did I not say that? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. You're
You
good.
might have. I was just zoned out.
It's all right. Sorry. I was goading. It's fine.
I'll play a mountain for turn. Then I will. That's untapped. So 1, red, blue, green. All right. So 5, 7, but things cost 1 less. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to recast Me the Immortal. She still has all of her fun stuff. I will tap Commander Sphere for 1 green because it's less for Ambush Viper. Flash 2/1 with Death Touch. I will move to my combat step. I will put another +1/+1 counter on her. It just does not have haste or anything like that, so I will go ahead and pass turn.
Nice. Whew. Nice wholesome turn there.
Yeah. Starting to sweat a little bit. Been tapped.
I'm just worried about the Cyclonic Rift because to my hand takes all the counters away.
That's true. That's true. I don't want to have to do that, but
Don't make me do that, right?
yeah, it's just something in my hand to let you guys know that I'm the problem.
You've always been the problem.
Yep.
And then we're also playing a game where you're the problem.
All right, I'm gonna tap a red, a blue, and a green, and then I'm gonna tap a colorless. I'm gonna thank the fire sale because everything must go. Thank the medallion, and I am gonna bring out Miirym.
Nice.
So 6/6 flying ward 2. Whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under my control, I create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. Yeah, there are only 6 in here. I think 1's legendary. It's still in here. They're in there somewhere.
Nice, nice.
What to do?
John's been making all kinds of comments. Hit him with the Dewey Decimal System. Get him.
Yeah,
You really should learn the Dewey Decimal System. It's so important.
Hit him with that big encyclopedia.
Yes.
I'm gonna swing the bookworm up to the top left.
And me?
Yes,
Sure.
7/7 trample.
7/7
In
trample.
response, I'm gonna pay 1, and I'm going to tap Greyfax to tap down your Ovika, John.
Okay. Yes.
And then I make a clue when it happens.
Yeah, I'll put Living Lightning in front
Okay.
to soak up, what is that, 2 of that damage, so I'll take 5.
Mhm.
And then when it
goes right back
dies...
to your hand.
What's that?
Goes right back to your hand, right?
No, I get to get an
Oh.
instant or sorcery from my graveyard and put that in my hand.
Ooh.
So I will get... Oh, what do I want? I'll get a Burning Hands back to my hand.
Ooh.
And then, okay, yeah. And then I'll take, was it 5? Yeah, 5.
Yeah. No, pass.
Okay. I will untap. I'll bring out a Prairie Stream as my land.
Very, very curious.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll go 2 in a black for a Sanguinary Priest. So 2/4 with lifelink. Whenever another creature I control dies, deals 1 damage to any target. And then we will go to combat. So I'm gonna swing. John, I'll swing 4 in the air at you with Vigilance, and then Brian, I'm going to swing a 3/2, or I'm sorry, 4/2 on the ground with Vigilance.
I do have Death Touch.
Well, you don't, because I'm going to pay 1, and tap my Greyfax, and tap your Death Toucher,
All right, I'll take
and make a second clue.
I'll take the 4. I'll go to 22.
All right. I'm sorry. So what is this thing again that's coming out? You have
It's
4/3?
a 4/2.
4/2.
Yeah.
Right,
No
anything
trample, no anything else.
Okay. I'll block with my 6/6.
Will you now? All right. So it'll die.
Wanted to.
No Caddis out to shoot with 1 damage.
I mean, you
In
can
that
kill
case,
my
Brian, I'm gonna.
you can kill my Spellseeker, I guess. If you really
No,
want
I'm gonna do
I've got
1
an
damage
Edgewall Innkeeper.
to Brian's face,
that. Okay.
Ow, my face.
and then I'll pass.
I will untap. I will draw. Interesting. I will play a mountain as my land for turn. What to do? I guess I will tap a red and a blue for a gutter snipe. Okay,
Nice.
so whenever I cast it, I guess I will tap for an overloaded Vandal Blast. And then I will create 5 of my little 1/1 goblins with haste.
That's all artifacts, right?
Yep, all artifacts that I do not control.
Okay. In response, I'm going to pay 2, since I'm going to lose them anyways, and just crack one of my clues. So, on the way out, I'll get a card.
Goodbye, Soul Ring. You did well. Goodbye, Emerald. I think you did something.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm going to
you
sacrifice my
existed.
Grand Spirit to draw a card in response to you doing that.
Okay.
Why let it just go to the graveyard for nothing?
Okay, and then... so that will also deal 2 damage to each opponent. So you'll all lose 2 because of Gutter Snipe. I will send my 6/6 in the air at you, Corey.
6/6 in the air at me, Corey.
Yes, you. And
I've never heard of that card.
And then
Who is that guy?
I will keep my goblins up as blockers. So just 6 at you.
I like this knot. I will go to 26.
Alright, and then I will just pass the turn.
Gonna tap a forest to play a Gromp, which is just a Spore Frog with a different coating.
Nice.
Alright, 1, 2, and then Fire Sale for Dryad of the Elysian Grove. I may play additional land on each of my turns, and my lands now are every basic land type in addition to their others.
That's fun. I love that card. It's a good card. Solid card.
I'll tap 2, making those mountains green. For Beneath the Sands, search for a basic land card, put on the battlefield tapped, shuffle library. The first one, binders.
Yes.
Well.
Well. Agreed.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Yes.
Searching for a land is agreeing indubitably kind of situation. I don't...
You've crossed us, Brian.
I've got a Vigilance Menace 6/6 commander that causes you to get an extra battle phase.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, the
His
problem
his
the
other
problem,
thing crosses.
Yeah.
but because you control that, it gives you
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah.
All right, so I will move to combat phase, beginning of combat.
Okay.
Plus
In
1.
response to the trigger, I'm gonna tap 1. I'm gonna Burning Hands your commander. So it deals 6 damage because it's a green. So before the counter gets put on, and then I will deal 6 damage to it, and I'll get 2 more, and everyone will lose 2 more life. So I'll go up to 7 goblins, and your commander dies again.
Seems rude.
It is. I agree. I feel really bad. I
No,
do.
you don't. Lie to my face.
Look, I could have kept the blue up and Cyclonic Rifted it, and I didn't.
That's true. All right, well, nothing else I can do. I'm going to pass turn.
See, I'm just helping solve problems.
You're not solving
Archaic
yourself.
problems require archaic solutions.
Look, I would be a stretch to say that I'm the problem. All I'm doing is creating little goblins and retaliating when I'm messed with. That's it. That's all I've done.
I see you instigating, Corey.
Like, who here is at the lowest life total, right? I'm not the problem.
That means you are the problem. That's why you're at the lowest life total.
That is just that's false news right there.
I am going to tap 2. We have our first semi-literary object out, and it is Fable of the Mirrorbreaker.
Oh.
Wait a second. Is this your classic Miirym Kiki Jiki deck?
Is that a thing?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Yes?
It is now.
Yeah, it's now a thing. We have made a thing. It's official. So, first chapter of this story, I create a 2/2 red goblin shaman creature token with whenever this creature attacks, create a treasure token. So I'll draw that in a second. And then I am going to tap a forest, play Rampant Growth. I'm going to search for a basic land and do that in a second. Let's see here. I'm going to send 6 in the air at Brian.
Don't listen to the hype. It wasn't my fault.
You have the highest life total. That's all
It's-
it was.
That's true. He's got the most life.
It's the most fair way of assessing this.
Yeah.
And I haven't attacked you yet. I'm grabbing a mountain for that rampant growth. And then I will pass and draw my treasure goblet.
Alright.
To be fair, we're all got pretty menacing boards going on right now. Ish. I mean, all I've got is a bunch of 1/1s and a gutter snipe.
Listen,
It's
just because I have all my
menacing
lands,
light.
Yeah, wait a second.
just because I have all my lands lined out does not make it menacing.
But look at all that land, though.
Yeah, look at all that non-green land. We'll tap 1 for a Talisman of Dominance.
Solid play.
Sure.
Jealous, really.
You should be.
Shy hat.
Yeah, I think I'll just hold everything up. Actually, no, wait, John, you don't got no flyers, do you?
Not untapped currently, yes.
And Matt has Miirym, but it's tapped.
Yep.
Matt, I'll swing at you for 4 in the air.
I will take that 4.
All right, and then off of combat damage, I'll draw a card. And then I will pass the turn.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna tap 3 for a deep analysis. Target player draws 2 cards. That target player is gonna be me. Okay, so I will go up to 11 goblins. Is there?
That's a weird way to pronounce Brian.
Yeah.
Me, the immortal.
All right.
Yes, see, me the immortal.
A draw 2. Okay, I will play land for turn. It's going to be a thriving bluff. It'll come in tap. It's going to tap for blue in addition to red. So my mana base is the one thing that is absolutely garbage in this deck. Then I will just hold up. Yeah. Did everyone take their 2 from Gutter Snipe?
I mean, I did now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
now.
Cool. I haven't explicitly said this, but the flashback cost is also reduced.
Listen, John, I know. I love you too. You didn't have to say it.
I'm just saying it's going to be reduced by the 1 because it is casting. But anyways, I will just pass the turn there, yeah. No attacks.
Okay.
Not being the problem.
Are we all politicking for the chat now? Like, no, I'm not the problem. How dare I be accused?
I'll play an island for turn.
What are you drawing over there, Matt?
This is Treasure Goblin.
It's so ornate. He's just like, he's getting a lot done there. See, meanwhile, this is my clue. So, equal artistic talents.
Exactly.
1 minus for me the immortal.
In response, I'd like to tap a white and a black and mortify me the immortal.
Which does what?
Destroy target creature or enchantment.
Dang. That's
So mean.
What's your commander attacks at right now?
it's a lot.
Yeah, it's now 6, and now she would normally cost 11 to cast, but it's 10 now thanks to a fire sale.
That's pretty nasty.
No problem.
Pretty nasty stuff right there.
All right, I'll pass turn. Sure.
Oh, you had no other play?
No. Well,
Okay.
surprisingly tapped out. I'd have a board full of mana like somebody.
Behold the luxury.
Goblin Shaman. On a
Very
treasure
nice.
chest.
Very nice.
With a Dewey Decimal number for treasure hunting books.
Now, quick, somebody blow it
No,
up.
it-
She has to erase.
Wait, is that the actual decimal number? Because I'd be very impressed.
I just Google faster than the next person.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Funny enough, it was under engineering and metallurgy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nice.
Most treasure.
makes sense.
1 non-spend down. And I miss discard up to 2 cards. If I do draw that many, that's no, I'm not gonna.
Those must be some pretty good cards in your hand.
Okay, I'm gonna tap 1, thank the fire sale to play a scroll rack.
Which is also on library theme, it should be noted.
I like it. I like the theme is very, very thorough. I do agree. It's consistent.
All my decks tell a story, and if I can't get a story to work while I'm building it, I just scrap the deck. It
Yeah,
just
and
won't work.
The twist to this story is at the end of the game, he's going to tell us he's completely illiterate, and this is just like his aspirational deck.
Oh,
It's
gosh.
really a sad deck, though, with Miirym's story.
The story ends with him being the last person on Earth, but all the time in the world to read, but then his glasses break.
Well, I did draw glasses on the Goblin Shaman because of that.
Oh, wow.
So
That
I figure
is-
whenever I draw the treasure chest, there's going to be a cracked pair of glasses next to it. I need to learn how to draw a goblin, though. They're really, really bad. All right, I am going to tap a forest, tap the scroll rack, exile one under it, draw one. I'll put this on top.
What to do?
Okay. I am going to...
Wait. Before you make your play, have I ever told you that I admire you and would love to not be the target of anything you're going to do?
Okay. All right.
Did
Laid
someone
it
try
out
to
a bit
vacuum on in
thick.
here?
A bit
I'm
thick
gonna
there,
tap
bud.
2 blue, and I'm going to tap 2 more
Ooh.
for
Oh,
4 total.
don't not like where this is going, potentially.
Oh,
So you
wait.
do like it?
Fire sale. 1 less. I'm going to check out a book.
Oh, gosh.
Loving and caring for your elder gods. So I'm going to cast Plant Tadpoles, which is tap X target creatures. They don't untap during their controller's next untap steps. Targeting Aki Battle Squad and the Gutter Snipe.
Hey, you guys gave me a hard time, but, sometimes flattery pays off in the long run.
I suppose so.
So the other side of this card, when you check it back in, is Illithid Harvester, which is a 4/4 horror. When it ETBs, turn any number of target tap non-token creatures face down. They're 2/2 horror creatures.
Oh. I don't think I like that.
and then I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna swing the bookworm at Corey.
Oh, we were doing so well, man.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh. Did we lose Matt?
Oh, there he is. He's back.
Okay, yeah. We did
lost
not
me.
hear what you said at all.
So the bookworm at Corey and Miirym at you.
At me?
Yes,
All right.
round the table.
I will put Ovika Enigma
In
Goliath.
response, I will pay 1 to tap Inquisitor Greyfax to tap down Havika
Oh, wow.
and make a clue.
It's a little unnecessary.
Eh.
I guess
Is it unnecessary?
I guess I will. So you've got the worm going at Corey, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna pay a red. I'm gonna get Timur Battle Rage the worm, so it gets double strike.
In response, I'm going to pay 1, a blue, and a black. And I'm going to cast Deny the Witch, which is counter target spell, activate ability, or triggered ability. And this controller loses life equal to the number of creatures I control.
Okay, so you'll still lose 2 life because of that, but it
Yeah, we all will.
gets countered.
And then you'll take 3.
I will lose 3 life, and then I will.
If only it was creatures he controls, that'd have been hilarious.
Yeah, it would have been.
Then I guess I will take the 6 from the Miirym.
And how much am I taking from the worm?
7.
It's 7/7 with trample.
I'll block with the priest. So I'm taking 3. And then I've got lifelink off of that, so it'll kind of balance itself out. So I'll take 3 and then gain 3 with lifelink.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Sure. Okay.
And pass and await my doom.
I really wish I was just gonna kill his Miirym. Like, that's all I was gonna do, and then you had to go and do that.
I did not see that coming.
Had to or wanted to? Because, I think there's a distinction there.
Well, I had to
admit,
retaliate.
That was a pretty funny play. Overall.
I just guess I should have waited till blockers were declared.
The library comes for all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna keep this.
Let's see, your Dryad is a artifact, or an enchantment rather, right?
It is.
My squinty little eyes.
Dryad of the Elysian Grove is indeed an enchantment creature.
In that case, we'll go 2. Yeah, I'll go 2 and a white. And I'm going to bring out a Space Marine Devastator. When it enters the battlefield, I can destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment, so I'm going to target your Dryad. Brian.
Seems unnecessary.
Everything is necessary.
Nope.
It's true. Everything is
Somewhat necessary.
exactly.
War is cruel.
Matt, I'll swing at you 4 in the air with
4 in the air?
vigilance.
All right.
4 in the air. And then off
I
the
deserve
combat
that.
damage, I will draw a card. And then I'm going to tap 2 to crack my clue. Draw another card.
I'm sorry. It just dawned on me. Ovika has Ward 3, pay 3 life if you target it
Oh,
with
yeah.
abilities. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna make you lose the life. I'm only gonna make you lose the life, not pay the 3 mana, because you did have it up.
Sure. Alright, that's fair enough. No habla inglés.
I should have caught that, but
Second time.
yeah, I mean, obviously, it's happened a few times. But
Don't you blew up my dryad? Don't you shush me.
it's true, you did. It was a little.
We'll, tap 2 for
First-
Commander Sphere.
For a second, I was like, wait, did I target that last time? Let me take the 3 life and tap it. Wait, I didn't do that.
If he can't prove it, it didn't happen.
Roll back the footage.
Right. All right. This is when we need
We have
need
the
some
editor in
fancy.
chat.
Alright,
No,
and
it's
then
way
I'll,
past her bedtime.
I'll pass at that point.
I will untap. And Gutter Snipe does not untap because of the bullshittery. Then I will drop a turn. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I will pay a blue and 3 life to flashback this, targeting myself to draw 2 cards. I'll create 2 more of these. Draw 2. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. This is cool.
Do we take 2 damage off you flashing back that whatever?
I don't know. I guess.
From Gutter Snipe? Yeah, I think so. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's off
Yeah,
the
it's
cast, right?
It's a cast, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 red, blue. I'm gonna cast Neheb the Eternal.
No, I'm going to Swords to Plowshares Neheb the Eternal.
I'm going to cast Deflecting Swat, and I'm going to change that target to your commander, and I will get 3 more.
Okay. In response, I'm gonna pay 1. I'm going to tap Inquisitor, and I will tap down. I'll tap down Neheb to make a clue on his way out.
Sure, that's fine. It doesn't have haste anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. But everyone will also lose 2 life from Gutter Snipe again. Deflecting Swat. And then I will move to combat. I am going to swing. Man, I could kill Brian right now. I've so felt inclined.
You can kill anybody right now.
Oh, that's true. I guess I could. I guess I will just.
Oh, don't deflect, Brian.
It's true. I could just kill anyone right now. Do I? Is that the way? Is that the way? And I guess game does have to end. So I will swing. We'll just go around the table. I'll swing 18 at Brian. Okay, and then that's gonna be it.
Cool. Rivet. I don't take any damage.
Oh, that's true. That's right. Okay. All right. So I'll move.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, you can right ahead and come at me.
That's true. But I did get rid of that. So. All right. So I'll move to my post-combat main phase. You guys each took what? 4. So that's 12 red mana that I create. Yes. I'm gonna cast Song of Totentaz, where X is 13, so it's 12. So I'll create what? I'll create 12 more. I'll create 12 rats and 12 more goblins, or 13 goblins, because it's. So I'll have 13.
It's really weird because I see 13 rats on the table.
Yeah. So. And then Gutter Snipe will deal an additional 2 damage. That's 13 more goblins untapped, and 13 rats that cannot block. And then
We're in danger.
I will pass the turn there.
Can't untap that. Draw a turn. What is it? A land, I assume? It's not a land, actually. That is surprising.
So I have
We'll tap.
31 goblins. It's crazy. Oh, jeez.
Guys, it's so crazy that I have all these goblins.
Right? It's really neat.
We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for softer assembly.
Nice.
5, 5, and yeah, I will pass turn.
Brief appearance, one night only. Reflection of Kiki Jiki, 2/2, 1 and tap, create a token that's a copy of another target non-legendary creature I control, except it has haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step.
Very nice.
Okay. First, I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4 because of the fire sale, and I'm going to check this bookend. You know, it just didn't really do anything for me. And cast Illithid Harvester. And when it ETBs, turn any number of target tap non-token creatures face down their 2/2 horrors. So,
Yep, I did.
that, then the Gutter Snipe, and I think they have.
Unfortunate. They are 2/2s.
But they're horror.
Yeah,
They're
that's
scary.
That's nice.
They're spooky. I'm gonna tap the Blaststone, tap the Scroll Rack, throw that underneath, draw a card. Ugh. Tap and it's a blocker. So, no, I cast a creature card, so I also draw a card. Off that. Tap and I'll leave those untapped. And then tap 2, and I'm going to play I'm going to tap 1 to play a Seasoned Ritual and add 1 mana of any color. Then I will 1 for a green to cast that with the Fire Sale so I can draw a card. It's useless.
That's the word.
Yeah. But, you know, I'm going to tap my last one to play a Curious Homunculus. It's just another blocker, but I can tap to add 1 colorless to my mana pool to spend only to cast an instant or sorcery. And at the beginning of my upkeep, if there are 3 or more instant sorceries in my graveyard, I can transform it. He's in a library. He's reading a book.
Oh, yeah.
Surprise! And I'm just gonna pass.
Fair enough.
Like,
on your
I
end
get
step, I'm gonna crack my clue.
I can attack people and die, or I can stay here, have blockers, and die.
Yeah.
It's all on to you, Corey. Come on.
This way I don't die alone.
Hey, John, can I borrow your Cyclonic Rift real quick?
No, unfortunately not. Guess you could cast your commander again if you want.
Boy, I'd like to cast my commander again. I don't have 57 million man.
Oh,
But even so, I'm really happy with this deck, considering I just built it off of what I had.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's good. I like it.
Thank you.
It's frightening.
Yeah, you're
Thank you.
We have to remain vigilant because it's menacing.
yeah.
It is.
The way your commander just doesn't lose all the boons it gets is just terrifying. It truly is.
Yep.
I finally watched that episode of Doctor Who right after the decks came out. I'm like, oh, the card is so well designed.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring out an Inquisitor Eisenhorn, which is
Ooh.
Reveal the first card I drew each turn. As I draw it, whenever I reveal an instant or sorcery, I create a 4/4 black demon creature with flying, and then whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I investigate that many times. Then we'll go blue-black for a Cybernetica Datasmith, which gives me protection from robots, and then for blue, I can tap it to let target player draw a creature, and another target player make a 4/4 robot that cannot attack.
Oh,
Hmm.
this little defender, I guess.
Yeah.
You've got rats that can't block. You can make robots that can't attack. It's like perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
Good fair magic.
Alright. No tapping, everything but these two, and I'll bring my commander back out.
Nice.
And then, John, I'm going to swing at you for 4. A flying 4 vigilant.
Yeah, I'll put my 6/6 in front of it.
Alright. I'll pass.
Couple of 2/2 nightmares. Draw for turn. Interesting. I'll just tap 2, why not? For a Mocking Sprite. Instead sorceries, I cast an additional. And then I guess 5 mana to cast it. Game's gonna end, right?
They do.
Alright, so I guess I will just go for it. I'll pay 5.
Wait, are you saying you're scooping?
No. I'm gonna cast Cyclonic.
Alright, we'll call it a draw.
I'll cast
Yeah.
a Cyclonic Rift. I'll create 7 more Hasty Goblin. And yeah, so that's on the stack.
I got no responses.
I'm gonna crack my Commander Sphere, just draw a card.
I wish you guys were taking damage still, but you know, Gutter Snipes face down. It's a horror. Nightmare, not a horror.
I actually forgot it was a horror, and I thought at first you were just referencing the fact that it was face down for you was a horror.
Alright. Well, is that resolved, Corey?
Begrudgingly.
Okay. You know what? Since I've got only
Guess which one's my commander?
Oh, that's right. It's the hand. I forgot. I'm
Okay.
putting everything.
So, Corey, I'm going to send 12 1/1 mice at you. I'm going to send 15 and 15 of my goblins at Brian and Matt.
Death by
Hit
goblin.
respond. Yay, Oathbreaker. I'm going to tap 1 and or commencement of festivities from my command zone. Prevent all combat damage that would be out this turn.
That's right.
Yeah, right?
I don't know if get wrecked is the right thing, but
Then again, the game doesn't have to end.
yeah.
It ends when I say it.
All right. Well, so
There's one more thing.
all right. So that's just your combat damage or all combat damage?
This is all comedy. This is
Prevent all combat damage. Nobody dies.
Okay.
Everybody lives.
All right. Well, I did leave up lots of blockers at least.
Yep.
how convenient.
Right. And then I will pass the turn.
I'm just gonna make you work for it. That's all.
Yeah, I mean,
You're all giddy, and then I'm like, no.
right, of course. It gets exiled, by the way. No recasties.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. Let's see. What's even? We'll do a green for the ambush viper again, and a green and a blue for biovisionary.
Make sure you leave up enough green for your other fogs in hand.
Yeah,
Right.
unfortunately, I did not draw anymore. We'll tap the last 5 for the Thopter Assembly again, and we'll go ahead and pass.
I got 2 carried away. That's all it was.
Green, blue, colorless.
I can't win, but I could take the joy of winning off of you.
That is true. Now it does feel more hollow now. I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, what was that?
Got my blast zone counter. Thankfully, didn't go off. So I'm going to tap 5 for Miirym, Sentinel Worm, thinking the fire sale. And then I'm going to I'll tap that for, I guess, a blue, tap 3 and think the fire sale. So here's the nuclear option I joked about earlier. It does no good, but it's been in my hand since first draw, and I just thought, if I'm going to die, I might as well at least show it. Maskwood Nexus.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I keep that in there, and I usually say, like, I have a nuclear option. It's Maskwood, and I only play it in an emergency. I've never actually played it to use it, but since I'm going to die next turn, it's just going to be funny having it out there and not doing anything.
Nice. Nice.
Let's see. And
I'm not gonna lie, this has been a really interesting game.
No, it's been a really blast. I like it.
Let's see.
all right, I'm gonna tap that for a green to check out Seasonal Ritual again, which will give me 1. I'm gonna use that 1 to play an Edgewall Innkeeper and get another Edgewall Innkeeper. Edgewall
Shows
Innkeeper,
you.
but make it dragon. But I don't have to discard now, so pass the turn.
Yeah, you hear that, John? It's an Edgewall Innkeeper, but he's got like psoriasis.
It's had a rough go, okay?
Yeah, you maybe don't eat there.
Yeah, Okay, well, I guess we'll go 1 for a Talisman of Dominance.
Nice. Solid.
Alright, let's see if I can stay alive a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 to pay into here for 7, 8. Okay, so X is going to equal 8. And I'm going to bring out a Defenders of Humanity. So it's going to make me 8 2/2 white warrior creatures with vigilance. And then later, because it's an enchantment, I can sack it off, do the same thing again.
Oh, that's cool. So you've got 8 blockers. Alright. So I just gotta send 19 at you.
And then it'll be your move, sir.
Alright, so what's the power of your flyer that, or your toughness of your flyer, Brian?
A 5/5.
Okay. Sure. Okay, I'll just like that. Oh no,
I mean, if you send 17 1/1s at me, it's enough.
So, tapping, I draw for turn. Oh, this is cool, but it doesn't matter. Damn. So I need to pay 7. So I'm gonna tap 7 for an ancient silver dragon.
Now you're just showing off.
I beg your pardon. I would like to submit a cease and desist on this right now, please.
I can't give it haste or anything, so it's not a big deal.
Alright, so we survive this turn, and then Matt uses his spell finally to gift that to someone else.
So, yeah, let's do fudge. So you've got. Dang.
Yeah, that's right.
So I've got 38 goblins. So I have to send 19 at Corey. I have to send.
There we go.
It's a problem. So
You
I
also
will.
have rats.
Yeah, I do have rats. So I'm gonna send 19 at you, Corey. So that leaves me 19. Let me just figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with these 19. So 19. I'm gonna send. So I need to send 17 at. So I will send 17 at you, Brian. So that leaves me 2 more untapped. If I can do this. Can I do simple math? Maybe not. There's 2.
Math is for blockers. Just don't attack me because you don't want me doing math.
All right, so that leaves me 14 1/1s.
And a bunch of other creatures you can swing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send 14 1/1s at Matt, and then I guess I will. You only have 1 flyer, right? Matt, do you only have 1 flyer?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send. I guess I'll just go ahead and swing everything else at Matt. So I've got. What's that?
You've got me dead is what you've got.
All right, so
Yeah.
19.
I want you to look at this. This is what you were killing.
Just we'll take a picture of
Look
it
at it.
and we'll post it to Twitter.
I will.
All right.
Megan yells at me if I don't take photos of my tokens.
All right. So I've declared all my attackers.
Protection from goblins. I don't think so.
I have it.
Please. But Corey said,
Begging.
I'm allergic to
There
death.
is a
Yeah.
He
please on
did
the
say
chat.
please.
I'll give you a crisp one of these.
A hand? I'm good.
For you,
Here's
okay.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
that is dead.
that is crazy.
Nice job.
Thank you.
That was really good.
It's
I'll
not-
let you have this victory now.
Okay. You know, it's a second outing. You know, they say second time's the charm, right? And now it's time to rip it apart and never play it again or something. Oh man. Whew.